What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rise and Grind. Happy Thursday. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on in the world right now.
There is so much going
We got
on.
wildfires. So I just saw this morning that if you're outside for over an hour, apparently it's equivalent to smoking a pack of cigarettes.
Gosh, I just saw that too.
Yeah, a
How
pack of
scary
cigarettes.
is that? If you're
That's
outside for an hour,
crazy.
I thought about a lot of the you know, workers that are outside, like your landscapers, your roofers, your siding experts, like your job is literally outside. This isn't something that you can control. Hopefully, you get the day off and don't have to breathe in this air fully.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it is wild. So
Yeah.
it is a tough day for that. Like a lot of the people outside that are working don't have an option. So that's crazy.
Yeah. It came quick too. It got bad pretty quick
Yeah.
last night. Like out of nowhere, Chris and I were just talking about this. Like it smelled like there was a wildfire nearby. I asked Kirsten, during my acupuncture session, I was like, "Can you check if there's a fire in my yard?" She's like, "What?" She's like, "No, there's a wildfire in Canada, not in your yard." Had no idea.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, listen, so one thing, obviously, since we're talking about stuff like that, like, obviously, we just want to, throw some love and prayers towards the Jasper family, the people, obviously, who run Jasper Spine Institute, um, you know, sadly passed away in a plane crash. And what was so insane, we're really thinking about their family right now. The father, his daughter, and her daughter passed, which is like so sad. Um, but we were supposed to meet with them the day after,
Yeah.
at 11 o'clock.
Which is
So
crazy.
very, very crazy. But thinking about their family, really, really hardcore. I know that, Dr. Jasper like really innovated all the different things with spinal, non-invasive, etc. So just a big shout, it's a big, not only just shout out, but obviously, for all his work and everything he's done over his career. But we're definitely thinking about his family, because they're definitely going through some tough times right now.
Yeah. That's tough.
What you got? What's your first
Move into
topic?
some topics.
Yeah, what do you got?
Okay. Um, Surprisingly, Stripe just put a bid in on PayPal that might go through, which would
Mm,
combine two huge companies when it comes to the world of banking.
wow.
The bid was put in for $53.4 billion, backed by another 50 billion in banking funds. So that's, I mean, it sounds like it's very possible to go through, which anyone who's using Stripe for their business or maybe using PayPal, this is something that you want to stay on top of as the acquisition possibly goes through.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow. That's crazy.
crazy, right? A lot of money.
The thought of how many transitions that PayPal has had and how many like billionaires it's made, like
Right?
Elon, the guy Brian Johnson, right,
Hmm.
who's doing the health biohacking stuff. It just keeps making people money. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Also to think about like when how PayPal is looked at now,
hmm
versus even a decade ago. Like people look for PayPal as a secure payment nowadays,
hmm
where if you go back 10 years ago, 15 years ago, people are going to be like, I don't know, I'm going to pay something online. I'm going to connect my banking to this
yeah,
app. Like
yeah,
it sounds kind of weird. And now it's the norm, which is
yeah.
amazing.
Similar to Uber, right? It's like how insane would it have been to think about getting in a stranger's car, right? But now it's like so regular, even to the point now where there's like Uber for kids.
Would you do that?
Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Hold
I
on,
wouldn't do that either.
gotta use my thing. When I put my kids
The
in an
way you
Uber,
found that so fast.
I found a soundboard, guys. So, you know, yeah, I would absolutely not do that though.
I know there's people that need it, maybe to get their kids places. I don't know. I don't think I would trust that entirely.
Yeah, no, no,
So,
no way in hell.
no, no, there's
Yeah.
too many things that could go wrong in that
Listen, there's
situation.
people. I have people in my own family that like, send their kids, to Portugal for a month or 2 months, and like, essentially will put the kid on the plane,
Mm,
ship them off to grandma and grandpa, and they're on a
yeah,
plane by themselves. But bottom line, like at the end of the day, it's one of those things where it's like we like when it comes to your kid, like you can't risk that. I feel like
yeah,
but everybody has different levels of trust and other things, and there are people that do it every day, and it's okay.
right.
But I'm not willing to take that
I'm
risk.
not that brave.
No. No.
I am not that brave. Did you see that Siri AI, well, the beta version is being released to everyday users. So it's Siri, but mixed with, remember a few weeks ago we were talking about how ChatGPT was kicked out and Gemini was powering Siri, or there was the contract to do that. So this is like that beta version. And if you sign up for it, oh, could you try again? Nope, sorry. If you sign up for this beta version, it will allow Siri. Oh, I hope this doesn't go off again. Gotta like put my phone over here.
You just say Apple.
Yeah, to search through essentially everything in your phone. So it's going to look at all of your apps that are open. It can pull details exactly when you need them. It says that it's going to securely search through your messages, your contact, everything, every interaction you have on your phone is basically being fed into Apple's AI, so that it can be your true assistant, which on one hand, it's really great because you have that assistant. There's so many times where I wish that I could be hands-free and do something on my phone. So that's one benefit. The con of it is, do you really want all of your information, everything you do on your phone, to be fed to AI?
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know about that.
So wait, so you're saying that Apple's gonna actually have its own AI? Or you're saying Gemini?
Well, it's powered by Gemini, but it's Apple.
So that's the problem. So it's not Apple, right? It's like Apple. What a flop. Steve Jobs is freaking rolling his grave right now.
Yeah, right.
Because like the fact that they were not ahead of this and they put out Apple Intelligence, and Apple Intelligence was never Apple Intelligence. Now, did Apple have intelligence? They sure didn't. Apple never had no intelligence, and everybody was pissed. There was actually almost like a class action lawsuit. I don't know if that's actually still going on, but people felt gypped about that. But terrible day for that, because obviously if Steve Jobs is still alive, like Apple's AI would be nuts right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he was a driver of that shit. So anyway, but what a strong position for Google, because Google has Google phones, and now they have full data and access to iPhones.
I know, it's genius on Google's part, right?
It's like,
because it's like, how can you act? And then you know what they do with that data? They sell it to people like us, advertisers, right? So it's like, it's a way to learn everything about a user who's not using a Google device and still being able to advertise to them.
Totally. It's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a letdown.
Yeah, the one cool feature that it's going to offer is using the camera app. You can snap photos of objects or flyers or barcodes and have it translated into any language, have it identify locations, products, whatever it is that you're looking at. So that's cool, especially when you're traveling to another country. Like I think about Brandon going to Portugal. Like if he doesn't know how to translate something, he could literally just open up his camera app and help them get around. And same thing with location, like where am I? Like it'll try to find your location too. So yeah,
that's really cool. That's really cool.
That'll be helpful for him at least.
Can Brandon speak Portuguese? He sure can't.
It's your new favorite button.
Yeah, I don't know why. I never had a negative. I only had the hype button. I never had like a.
But it's still like a positive negative. Yeah, like it's like an exciting nope.
It's like a funny nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Last topic I have on my end is New York City is the first US city to ban companies from using deceptive subscription models. So now if you have a subscription, you have to have an easy way for your customers to cancel on their own without having to call in.
It's so hard now.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
And then it's like, oh, I want to cancel. And then the company comes back with 8 million other, ways to keep you on, which I understand from a retention standpoint, but when you're really fighting the person from canceling, people feel deceived in a way. So starting October 1st, companies that don't provide a simple way to cancel can be fined $525 per user, plus additional fees added on to that. So
dang.
Yeah.
Well, here's
it
what I'll
adds
say.
up, right?
Here's what I'll say, okay? And I don't know if I'll call it out. So RHO Nutrition, right, which is where I get all my supplements.
Yeah.
They have these buttons on their website that, again, for them, I can't imagine how many times this pops up for them where people are pissed or have to like try to cancel. But there's 3 options, right? So like, for instance, I want to get vitamin C, right? As an example, it's liposomal like drops. So I want vitamin C. So there's three options, right? There's buy one bottle. There's buy three bottles in a bundle.
Hmm.
Then there's like save 15% off by subscribing, right? And I, even though I buy everything regularly, I'm like, I don't want to be on a subscription, right? So I'm like, okay, so I click the buy the whatever. I guess apparently I didn't click that one, right? So all of a sudden, like I'm getting an alert from Amex, like, oh, you just, which is cool that Amex does this, by the way, but Amex was like, you enrolled in a new subscription, and I was like, oh, I did?
That is a nice alert to
Yeah.
have.
I was like, oh, I did? Did I really though? I don't think I did. So I started searching for it because it didn't tell me what it was. It just said the amount. And so I'm like, oh, it said Shopify and it said $61. I'm like, Shopify. I'm like, what? That's so general. Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is this? So I start combing through all my stuff. I can't find it. Then I'm like, wait a second. Is that my like supplements or vitamins? So I go to RHO, I go to log in, and I'm like, and there's nowhere to see your subscriptions. You can see your orders, and my orders don't say subscription on, right? So I'm like, it can't be this, but it says $61, right? So I'm like, this is obviously a Shopify site. So I go to GBT and I'm like, yo, how do I cancel a subscription on RHO? And it's like, you have to go to the footer, click on subscriptions,
Oh,
and then find,
gosh.
and then like, but like it was so buried.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude,
So that would be,
this is
they
an
would get a
example. That's my
fine.
point.
Yeah, they would get a
So
fine.
it's just like, damn, like shit like that's annoying. Like if somebody's unhappy, like don't do all that, you know? Like, and by the way, I'm not unhappy for the record. I love my supplements from there.
Yeah.
But like I did not mean to click a button, right?
Right.
And I clearly enrolled in something I didn't want to enroll in.
Yep.
And then now I was like, what do I do? Right? Like, it's like, and then I had to figure it out my own. But it was very frustrating to like have to go through that process instead of just being like, oh, I'm in my dashboard. And like that's the part of it that feels very deceptive because like,
Yeah.
or I don't know if it's the deceptive is the right word, but
Well, inconvenient, I guess, right? Because it's not right there for you. You have to really.
they're trying to make it very hard for us to cancel
Yeah.
so that we don't cancel.
Hmm.
You know, I was just talking to somebody. You know who should get slammed with a fee? Planet Fitness.
Well, it's funny because one of the first like types of businesses mentioned is gym memberships.
Yo, with a capital P.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you, so I just had this conversation yesterday with somebody. Funny enough, we're talking about subscription stuff, and they're like, yo, the guy was like, my sister-in-law has had a gym membership to Planet Fitness for over 10 years and hasn't gone for like 7.
Oh my gosh.
But she never deactivated it. I'm like, yo, that's their freaking model.
Yeah, that is their model because it's low enough to
It's
like what is
$10.
it? Yeah, $10.
It's
I think
$10.
or like $20 for like the VIP. But
Your
if it's
coffee's more
$10,
expensive.
100%. Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
like that's why people are like, it's $10. I'll get there eventually. But like that's their model.
Yeah.
And you're right. If you want to get
They're
tan,
paying for a hope and a dream
For
of
real.
one day going to the gym.
but when you think about the cycle of Planet, and I'm not trying to shit on Planet Fitness, but like when you think about like the whole model, right? Like when they first came out and the whole lunk alarm, where it's like if you were
Yeah.
there like grunting or like fucking trying to be a muscle
You
head or something
dropped
like that,
weights.
like
Yeah.
they had that big purple alarm in the corner, like that's not you don't belong here.
Yeah.
But like it's like, and then everything's really cheap, right? And they want people to everybody can come here and get fit and shit. But then they have Pizza Fridays.
Do
Like-
they really?
Yeah, well, I don't know if they still do it, but they
Oh.
did, right? But like they had Pizza Fridays.
Is that your Friday ritual?
So, no, I've never gone to Planet Fitness before. I'm not a Planet Fitness guy. Back.
You can
back,
catch John on Fridays at Planet Fitness.
Yo, that's where I get my
eating
$10 back. I don't know how many slices you get, right? Imagine it's like only one slice per customer.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, it's like that's the thing. It's like when you think about a lot of these subscription models, they try to beef it up so that like you don't ever need to or want to cancel.
Right.
You know, like some of the people that I think about that have a Planet membership are like, all right, like I go there once in a while, like, it has a tanning bed and a tanning membership's like $50 or $60 or $100 a month if you
Mhm.
go to a real tanning place. So like they just add all this value, right? They try to value stack, and then like it's so cheap. Even the $20 membership, like what blew my mind, besides the fact that obviously like when you and Chris first told me about like the mortgage you take out to go to Lifetime Fitness, like I was like, holy crap, like $300 membership, right? Like that's crazy. But then it's like, Jacqueline signs up to this one gym, or, I hear my friends are going to like what do you call it? Like whether it's Pilates or like
Yeah.
the jujitsu,
Mhm.
any of these types of gyms are like everything's 300 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some's more,
Yeah.
right? And like before COVID, obviously, like I used to go to a gym, and then during COVID, I got my own gym, right?
Mhm.
So I made it at my house. So I haven't been to a gym like outside of my house in like 6 years,
Yeah.
which is crazy. But the thought of paying, because like you have to remember, I used to go to Retro Fitness, right?
Yeah.
And I used to go to Retro for $20 a month.
Yeah.
So
Same.
now when I'm talking to everybody, I'm like, you're like 300. I'm like, damn. My wife's going to Pilates, 200. I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what happened? What happened to?
It's expensive.
I remember there's a gym around us that was like $50, and I was like, yo, what a ripoff, right? Like that was that. I was like before COVID, obviously, and I was like, Retro is good. It got everything you need, blah blah. Like, but it's like everything is like well over $100 now.
It sure is. And I was talking to Jacqueline this morning about Pilates, and she was saying that, like a monthly membership to this Pilates studio is like $400 a month. And at that point, it's like, why wouldn't you go to Lifetime? Because you're getting the free childcare. You're getting a bunch of different classes,
Right.
not just Pilates. You
Yep.
can get everything, plus the sauna, plus the steam rooms, plus
Right.
the pools, like the same kind of concept as,
It's like a country- it's
Retro
like a country
or
club.
like Planet Fitness. Yeah, putting all of that value in. It's
The
the
value
same
stack.
exact thing where it's
Yeah.
like,
But what I will say though about that value stack is that value stack is like insane, right? Like that's
Yeah.
like a really good value stack.
Yeah.
Like the one thing that you didn't mention that like attracts people like moi is that
the
there's a
childcare.
bar by
Oh.
the pool, and like you could all hang out.
There is a bar by
Because
the pool.
everybody that tries to sell me on it, my friends are like, dude, on a Thursday or Friday, you hang by the pool with your kids and they bring you drinks. And I
Yeah.
was like,
It's very
what?
resort-like.
That's
It's,
what-
it's
yeah,
nice.
so it's
You
like-
should go.
it's
I
like a
keep
country
telling you. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't justify it.
You should go. You know what? In the summer, it's a lot harder. And Chris is on me right now because he's like, you need
You're
to go
not
enough
using it.
to pay for it. Yeah,
Right.
like you need to go enough for it to
Right.
pay for itself. In the summer, you want to be outside. So you're out and about. You're doing a
100%.
bunch of things.
100%.
In the winter, though, it is nice to have in the winter.
But you know what though? When you think about it, right? Like, is Megan going to the gym in the summer?
Nope, I sure am
No, but
not.
it's honestly, it's not just you.
I'm
When you think
not.
about it, when you think about most people though, what's so funny, because we have a lot of nutrition clients, right?
Mhm.
It's like people drop the F off in the summer, right? Like
Yeah.
when you think about it, all winter, we're all working so hard. We're like, yo, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
abs this summer. And then summer comes, and then that like chocolate cake looks gooder.
Yeah, looks gooder.
You like gooder? I did that on purpose. It doesn't look better. It looks gooder, right?
Oh my
And
god.
so at the end of the day, right? It's one of these things where it's like everybody comes to like the summertime, and then everybody just drops.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I have woken up and been like, I am going to go to the gym today. Like, it's my
Mhm.
plan right after work. And then after work comes, and I'm like, oh, it's so nice out though.
Right.
Why am I going to go to the gym when I could just be outside for a little bit?
Well,
Yeah.
again, that's why that's the only good thing about I like having the gym in my house is that I never have any excuse.
Yeah,
So I
that is nice.
make
And you
it
have the
happen.
sauna at your house too.
Yeah.
That I would not need
Yeah.
my membership if I had
I
that.
literally make
Yeah.
that fucking happen. I'm like, all right, I'm going downstairs. I'm gonna work out for a little bit, and it's like, dude, like,
Honestly, for the amount of money I pay Lifetime, I might as well just get a sauna and call it a day.
well, yeah, you would the one that I have, you would have it paid off in like technically, like I'm saying, like technically, if you drop that 300 payment, whatever it is, you would have that already taken care of in like I think like 4 months.
Sold.
Yeah, I mean, you got
Sold. I
you-
need space for.
You got the Peloton. You got the Peloton.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you still rip that thing?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she use it? I can't believe my favorite button on here is no. But honestly, neither do I.
Yeah.
I got Jacqueline. Does Jacqueline use it? Who uses a Peloton anymore?
I don't know. I don't know.
You
I'm
know?
sure people do. I just
It's like it's tough. I don't feel like anybody uses it anymore. It's definitely a good workout though. I remember I used to
It is
get on
a
it
good
for 10
workout.
minutes. Because I can only do a 10-minute
you know
thing on
what?
the bike.
That's another subscription model that locked people in. Because are you still paying for the subscription
No,
for it?
no.
See, I am.
I made Jacqueline drop the shit out of that.
Yeah, no, I am. Again, living
The
on a hope and a
second-
dream. Every morning, I'm like, maybe today's the day. Just cycle.
Well, listen, like at the end of the day, it's like you have the bike and there are some free things you could do on it, like ride in Central Park or something weird in France.
Yeah.
But I don't know. listen, I'm gonna switch gears here for a second because I was thinking about this. I think I'm gonna go into my like Steve Jobs, like Jamie Giovinazzo era, where you just
Meaning,
wear the same clothes every day. Like literally for the past decade, like it's funny because I went to dinner with Jamie, and I always think it's the craziest thing when I see Jamie in street clothes, like outside professional, like not professional, like eat clean bro clothes.
mm,
I think about Steve Jobs, right? Like Steve Jobs is always known for his outfits, right?
yeah. Hmm.
And like you just don't have to think about anything. You just throw your clothes
So,
on and you go.
what's your uniform?
I'm wearing it.
That's fitting.
I'm just gonna get a bunch of these,
Yeah,
and I'm just like gonna always wear these.
that's great.
Yeah.
Um, Next Jump kind of had that concept of like waking up and just wearing whatever to remove the decision making fatigue of like
Right.
there's so many things as a high level executive, as a
Mhm.
high performing, person that you need to think about and make decisions on, like what you're wearing shouldn't be one of them.
Yeah.
So having a uniform, I need a uniform.
Yeah. We'll just wear adapting social polos
Yeah.
and cowboy
I feel like
boots.
I'm gonna get used to the cowboy boots.
Um, there was one more thing. Oh, Alexa had an update to her voice. Do you have Alexa? Anybody have Alexa here?
No, I don't.
All right, I still got Alexa. I guess I'm back in 2022.
Yeah, for a second I was like,
But
who's Alexa?
yeah, well, Alexa. But no, Alexa got a voice and like a whole update, right? Because like I was feeling frustrated as hell that like I'm doing everything on ChatGPT and Claude or whatever, and like this device in my house, that's a smart device, doesn't know the answer to shit.
I
Like
know. My
it's
Google
always
Home
the
is the
worst.
same way. It
And
sucks.
and she just got a whole revamp and update, and like so far it's pretty
Really?
cool.
So is her voice better? Not as
Voice
robot-y?
is
Like,
super clear, like a normal chick talking to you,
wow.
right? And then on top of it, she just knows more, and it's like way more conversational. Like if I would ask Alexa anything, I'd be like, Alexa, what time does Argentina play? Sorry, I don't have that information.
Yeah.
Yo, how do you not have that
Yeah.
information? Why do I have you here?
Yeah.
Right? Besides the fucking
Just
weather
to
and to
listen
play
to you.
music.
Yeah.
Like it's literally for music.
Yeah.
It's like what the hell? But now we'll see. Like because I'm asking certain questions and it's giving me good answers and stuff. So
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Redeeming herself.
Outside, like it was like it was disappointing. Like how could you be so far behind? Like Anthropic didn't exist a couple years ago. Like ChatGPT was never around.
Yeah.
ChatGPT a couple years ago.
Yeah.
How does all these different like Apple and freaking Samsung and like Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
how are they so far behind in AI?
I don't know. I think about
Like
that too.
sleeping on themselves there.
Yeah.
But
Their innovation teams need to step it up.
step it up, man.
Mhm.
They're just listen, like it's like that's the funny part. Jeff is always talking about Amazon live in the future. My executive team is the future. What future are they? Are they Matthew McConaughey? Like what future are they living in?
We'll say Amazon's trying to incorporate AI into their app right now, and it's okay, but it's still like
Yeah.
it should be a lot further along
Yeah.
than it is.
Do you ever see Interstellar?
Yeah.
So there's a couple of memes going around right now about it, and I want to do that
Really?
with
I haven't
with
seen
Hannah.
that.
A couple of them are like parent ones that I've seen, but I want to do it in the business profession. So the part where he's like looking in at the room and he's like pushing books off the shelf for his daughter, like
Yeah.
he's trying to like spend time with his daughter and not leave.
Yeah.
So like there's like memes like that where it was like in the past when you thought something was crazier and it wasn't, and you wish you could go back to that time,
Yeah.
sort of thing. And the guy and the dude, I think his name is like Trevor Kennedy or Trey Kennedy, but I want to do that meme. There's so many, and like keeping on these trends with all these different things is like obviously part of the game, but like
Mhm.
it's like just got to be on it.
But that's the thing. There's so many. Like
So many.
if you're sitting there wondering what you can post, just start swiping, and there's so many ideas that you're going to see. So many trends right now that are going around.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Happy Thursday. We hope you crush the rest of your week. We'll see you back on Monday, guys.